I came across the following article written by a bank executive, and I think half of the advice that they give is some of the worst advice, and the other half is some of the best advice you can have to build a business in this COVID environment. And I'm going to unpack that today so that you can get the maximum value out of that and only stick to the best bits of this article. Hi, I'm Willem Gous from the Human Entrepreneur, where I aim to keep entrepreneurs in the game. With our human-centric entrepreneur-first approach, I help you build a business around your needs so that you can achieve the success that you deserve as an entrepreneur. But before we start, please hit the subscribe button and the bell as well so that you get notified when I upload new content. Also, like, comment and share this video with anybody that you think can get a lot of value out of this. I have the article open in front of me on my laptop, and this bank executive obviously tried their best to drum up some business through this, and kudos to that. I always try to get more business in wherever I can. But this article has 4 points, and the first 2 points I think is some of the worst advice to give a startup in this current environment, and I'll address them all at the same time, the first 2 points at the same time. And first they say, open a bank account and then formalize your business. And I go, nay. When you're a startup, don't do that. For many reasons. First of all, when you start open that bank account, you start paying fees on that. And they love when you pay fees. Second of all, you formalize your business and you have to go through all the expenses of that. And usually what goes hand in hand with that is you print some business cards and possibly set up some website and really make it formalize this business. And no, don't do that. The reason for this is once I advised a young startup, and by this time this guy has formalized 7 businesses. Not one is showing a profit, and maybe one is having a bit of turnover. The point I want to make there, why that's not working for them, is because they started with business ideas, not with business ideas that work. So I advised them on 2 of the 7 formalized businesses. And every time I asked them, have you spoken to potential customers? Have you had interviews with potential customers? And they're like, no. I said, but you have to, because you don't know if you're building the right thing. Because most businesses fail by building the wrong thing. Building something nobody wants. Why? I know that. I've been an entrepreneur for 20 years. The bulk of my businesses that failed were things that I thought people wanted and they never did. Needless to say, in the one conversation, I said, go and do this before you go any further. I said, we can't. We're in the last crunch. We're launching next Monday. Needless to say, I think still today, they still haven't shown any business in that formalized business. So avoid that. First, get some customers willing to pay. I mean, I've had many people who start a business and go like, I haven't formalized yet. I'm going to send you an invoice in my personal name. Yes, there are some tax implications that you'll have to deal with, but yeah, so you're going to do the same with the business. Why not suck it up then? Only once the business starts making money, then you can go and formalize it. What I do is I start a new business, I invoice from out of my existing business. You go like, well, I haven't formalized this business, it's just an entity, a brand, and then meanwhile I invoice out of this company. Not one client has said, well, that's dodgy, I'm not going to do business with you. So avoid those first 2 points that they give advice in this. Hold your horses, get the money and the customers first. The last 2 points, number 3 and 4. Number 3, I love. Use what is available to you. So many times we think, oh, but I have nothing. Oh, you have a lot that you have to work with. And I'm talking, if you look around at your house, you have everything that you're supposed to run an office. And most people have realized that in the COVID environment now. But also look at other resources that you have available to you. Everything is there. Resources online, free accounting programs, free hosting, there's so many free things that a startup can use nowadays to get cracking with this. But the fourth point I love the most is leverage what you have and know. And this is so important. Think about what you know. Think about, and not just in a professional environment. I always tell people, if you're a parent with two teenagers in the house at the same time, you are one of the world experts at conflict resolution. I mean, if you're a drone enthusiast and you can fly one, you can start a drone photography company. I've done extensive sport events of 5, 10, 14 days long. That takes serious planning, and that's strategic thinking. So I know how to think strategically, how to execute that plan so that you reach the end. It's sports, but it's strategy, and I can implement it in a business. So leverage all of that, the knowledge, but also the most important one, leverage your network. Look at your network that you have around you and ask the same questions about your network. What do they have and what do they know? What skills can they bring to it? Because you can draw them in and quickly get all the resources, knowledge and resources that you need to get that business going quickly. I hope you got a lot of value out of this. Please like, comment and share.